Hey you guys, what's going on? My name is Reed the Writer. Yes. Have you guys seen the Deadpool Wolverine movie? Have you? That mess was funny. So freaking funny. Man, so freaking funny. Yeah, I like Hugh Jackman. He is like the old Logan, but he plays his role great. He's really good at it. Same thing for Reynolds. The movie Deadpool Wolverine, it officially has passed the $1 billion mark, which, man, for Disney, for Marvel, it is a long time coming. They have been suffering over there at Marvel for quite some time with their blockbuster films. Like, we go back to, should I even mention it at this point? Should I even mention it? I'm gonna say it. The Marvels, what that movie did to me and my mother, I cannot get over it. We were in the theater and there's nobody there. And that should have been my cue to get my refund. But me being a Marvel's diehard fan, I forced my mother to sit through the nonsense. The Marvels was a bad movie. It was bad. It did not need to be made. It could have just been a strictly Disney Plus film. And that's probably what it should have just been. It was not good. I really don't care what anyone has to say about that. That movie just was not good. Then even if you go back to Quantumanium with Ant-Man and Wasp. So yeah, Disney has been in a slump. I know there was Echo. I was going to do a review on Echo, but Echo's face not changing. I didn't get it. There's some great things about Echo. I do like some of the cultural references, her being Indian, but yeah, a lot of the story did not. I'm not gonna say a lot of the story. The story didn't make sense in major points. And I probably will have a video about that, why I don't like Echo. Some things that they changed from the original comics that weren't even necessary. Like the original comics of Echo, it didn't even need to be changed. It could have just stayed strictly that. That could have been it. That could have just been it. But tampering, switching some things out, creative changes. Why? I don't know. But yeah, Deadpool and Wolverine was great. I like their connection. I like their relationship. I like the blood and gore. I think I can't really say Marvel per se, but I love that Ryan Reynolds took so much attention to detail. Like, he paid attention firstly to the fans. Like, he understood what we wanted. And what we wanted was Blade. Even though Blade is old, I know a lot of people might be mad at me for that, but that man is old. He looks great though. He looks great for it, but that man is old. I'm ready for the new Blade. I want to see a kick-ass Blade. Like, I'm ready for what y'all had in the 90s. I wasn't even there for that. What y'all had in the 90s, I want that right now. But yeah, we got to see Blade, bringing in Jennifer Garner. That as Elektra. Elektra was my movie. That right there. Then bringing in Gambit. That was clean. So yeah, Ryan Reynolds. That's why he's good at what he's doing right now. He paid attention. He knew what the fans wanted, and he brought that in there. And that's the reason why Deadpool and Wolverine reached $1 billion. And that's all you gotta do. It's to me, it's a really simple recipe. If you give people what they want, and they tell you what they want, like the Marvel fans go into forums, they go into comment sections, they create videos like what I'm doing right now. They tell you what they want. And the minute you do that, you're going to make money. You're going to have as much money as you want. You're not going to have any issue. You're not going to have any protests. they're going to be incredibly happy. But with that, that's great. But yeah, I found this article. It's been circulating a little bit on social media. The title of the article is a She-Hulk star angry over being cut out of Deadpool and Wolverine. And when I saw that, I was like, okay, a She-Hulk, Wolverine, Deadpool clash? That would make some sense. That, I could see that being something pretty good. But at the same time, when we look at the She-Hulk series that came out of Disney Plus, I don't mean to tell you guys, She-Hulk over there, what was her name? Jennifer Walters? Yeah, shaking her behind with Megan Thee Stallion. Her being miserable, hating aging, which I'm going like, you're not even old. But yeah, being miserable, being alone, hating being the She-Hulk. The way she treated Bruce Banner, I did not like. I just did not like it. And I say that because I actually read the, I believe it came out, don't hold me to it. I believe it came out in 1979. 1980. Probably 1979. It's one of the two. I'm going to say 1979. The first ever She-Hulk comic came out. And I wasn't live though, but yeah, I actually got to read that comic, the first one. And yeah, you guys, just seeing Jennifer's story and her relationship she had with her cousin, Bruce Banner, they had a very close relationship. And she admired him. And the way they changed the story in the She-Hulk series, where it went from Bruce Banner being the hero that he is, saving his cousin from death. And the Disney Plus, you have them getting into a car accident, and she saves him. She pulls him out the car, and some of his blood, whatever. Instead of it being where she got shot by an assailant, something to do with her family. I can't remember everything, but something to do with her family. The assailant shoots her. She's bleeding to death. She needs a blood transfusion. You have Bruce Banner, being the hero that he is, he gives his blood to his cousin to save her. And because they're cousins, and something about Bruce Banner's blood and its capability to bond better with gamma radiation, she had the same situation. So the minute that gamma radiated blood got into her, she was able to morph into the She-Hulk. But just those little, to me, it's those little changes that changed the whole entire narrative of the story. Where it went from, here you have Bruce Banner taking She-Hulk in, training her, shaping her into who she is, then vice versa. In the Disney Plus, you have She-Hulk. Immediately, she's better than Bruce Banner. She doesn't need any training. She can do it all on her own. She's powerful. What was it, women? You don't understand what pain is. Like, I can't remember the scene exactly, but that scene where she was like, you don't understand what I've been through as a woman. I'm going, Bruce Banner? What? What? This man has been chased by the military. He has no life. He can't have any children. He had children, but the person he wants to be with, her father is trying to kill him. Wherever town he goes into, he erupts and he becomes a criminal. No one loves the Hulk. He lives in constant aloneness. He's a lonely person. He lives in solace. And he becomes this monster of himself. It's like, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But it's a horror story that he has to continue living out, being trapped in this body. And you have her going, you don't understand what it is. I was like, what? Out of anyone who understands pain, I think Bruce Banner understands pain. And it never ends. Even if you get into Planet Hulk, they shipped that man off. They sent him away. The Avengers said, we're done with you. Sent that man off. The family that you thought you had, they kicked you out. Your friends, they don't even want you. Nobody wanted this man. He had a, especially you guys watch the, the Hulk, that movie, the cartoon, the anime series is fire, but you get to see that. That's the pain Bruce Banner Hulk felt. I don't want that, but yeah. But let's get to this though. I'm rambling. I'm rambling. But yeah, so She-Hulk star, angry over being cut out of Deadpool and Wolverine. So I'm gonna read the article to you guys. But yeah, like I said, I that could have been something, but Disney Plus, y'all messed it up. You changed the character, y'all did. She didn't have to be like that. Especially if you go back to the Hulk anime series that came out during the 90s. She-Hulk was a vixen. She was hot.
Poor, pitiful us. 6 years I dragged myself kicking and screaming into health clubs, and zilch! Now, one little green-blooded transfusion from you and ba-boom! Oh yeah. Not even Jane Fonda can crack concrete like this girl. Tell that ferry boat to hustle, Brucey, 'cause New York is where this girl wants to be. Think I'll start with a little power shot.
She was having fun. She liked to flirt with people. She was serious when it came to it, and she would help out Bruce Banner Hulk when the occasion needed her to rise to become a hero. But yeah, she's real fun. I mean, she enjoyed being the She-Hulk. Like, she loved it. She actually loved being the She-Hulk more than she liked being Jennifer, and she eventually just transitions into becoming, according to the comics, but she transitions into becoming the She-Hulk more than she does being an average just human. Like her being the She-Hulk was the it for her. She's like, oh, now I'm hot. Like, forget this. But yeah, Disney, it could have been a fun, sexy character, and y'all made it cat lady vibes, and y'all don't even want to do it with it. It could have been something. But yeah, here we go. As Deadpool and Wolverine rapidly approaches 1 billion, and they've already reached that, I told you guys that already, they're past the $1 billion mark, milestone at the box office, internal tensions are coming to light, particularly involving She-Hulk actress Tatiana. I'm probably gonna say her last name wrong. I'm sorry, but Maslany. I'm just saying Tatiana. I don't know. Despite the film's resounding success, Tatiana has reportedly clashed with Ryan Reynolds and Disney executives over her scenes being omitted from both the theatrical release and the director's cut. And like I said, I believe that from the backlash from the She-Hulk has really turned off a lot of people. I know some people liked it, but majority Marvel fans from investing in the Disney She-Hulk. The comic She-Hulk, the cartoon She-Hulk, completely different story. Especially the older comics, the older cartoons. People like that. We like that. But this newer Disney Plus She-Hulk, it's, like I said, it's giving cat lady depression. She hates being the She-Hulk. Her life isn't going right. When are you gonna find a man? I'm like, she can get a man whenever she wants. The comics, like, she was hot in the cartoon. She dated whoever she wanted. She's the it girl. Y'all took away her sex appeal. So yeah, of course, from Ryan Reynolds, I don't know him, but I'm just saying, I'm thinking like how Ryan Reynolds probably was thinking. I want to make Deadpool and Wolverine. This is what the fans want. Historically, Deadpool and Wolverine have always had a fun, bouncy, killjoy relationship, but they've always worked together. They've always been able to come together. That's fun. That's what the fans like. I'm going to put that into a movie. Boom, it's going to do good. Yes. What else do the fans like? They like the old Blade. They like that man. We're going to bring him back in. Elektra? That was a banger. Jennifer Garner, bring her back. We want Elektra. Huh, Gambit? The fans keep talking about Gambit. Golly. You know, man, they've been talking about Gambit online for years. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do here? We're going to bring in freaking Gambit the way they wanted it, right? And that's what Ryan Reynolds did. Like, he did it so well. Plus, you know, all the other side characters. But yeah, Channing Tatum. That's what the fans wanted. That's what they've been talking about. Boom, brings him in. Everything else, boom, movie does well. Having She-Hulk going in there, that feels like an executive push. Because I know with the this modern Disney Marvel that's, you know, that we've been kind of getting like an onslaught of these new heroes. Just because the way they've been created and written and designed, it goes a lot, I'm not going to say a lot, it does go against what the fans actually want. But out of everything, Captain Marvel and She-Hulk is a no. The fans do not like the actress playing Carol Danvers, nor do they like the She-Hulk interpretation that we got. It was a no. So I'm sure for Ryan Reynolds, I'm pretty sure he was going back and forth with the Disney executive, just like, no, no, get that out of here. They do not want that. Unless they were willing to change the archetype of She-Hulk, and if she was really the vixen that she should have been, if they put that in the Deadpool and Wolverine, it would have been fire. It would have been crazy. Could you imagine a sexy She-Hulk, very charming, because She-Hulk is witty. Like, she'll come out here flirting, and she likes to flirt. You brought that into, like, that She-Hulk. You brought her into this Deadpool and Wolverine, it would have been crazy. She would have fit right into the role. And that's probably why the executives were trying to push for it. But the way they portrayed her in the Disney Plus, they made the character who, they made a character that should have been fun and hot no longer fit. Which is, how do you do that? How do you rewrite out your own character? And she should have fit into something. Now she doesn't even fit because you messed her up. That's what I was kind of working with. I was like, y'all messed up you messed up the secret sauce. It was good. It was so good. If y'all just looked at the old cartoons, golly, it could have been, man, it could have been something. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking is what happened and why Ron Reynolds was like, no, get rid of that. So it goes, Tatiana had filmed 2 cameo appearances from the movie, with one being a significant fight sequence with Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, after spending 2 weeks training for the role. Her performance was met with criticism during test screenings. It was noted that she didn't quite match the intensity and skill of her co-stars, leading to the decision to cut her scenes. In another controversial scene, She-Hulk chastises, listen, She-Hulk chastises both Wade Wilson and Logan during the film's 3rd act and breaks the 4th wall, a trait the character shares with Deadpool. Because yeah, in the, it's so cute. I promise you guys, if you guys have a chance, go on Google and just type in She-Hulk comics, like the original ones. And it's so cute. There's comics where she actually, like, she's in the boxes for the I don't want to say it wrong, but yeah, she's in the boxes, right? You know, for the comics, and she breaks out of that to like have conversations with you guys, like for the readers. It's so cool. Like, it really is. Just go look it up on Google. She-Hulk breaking the 4th wall. It's in the comics. It's so cool. But yeah, it's like during the, let me keep reading, she chastises both Wade Wilson and Logan during the 3rd act and breaks the 4th wall, a trait character she shares with Deadpool. The scene was also removed after Ryan Reynolds insisted on keeping the focus on Fox legacy characters rather than newer MCU additions. And that's why I have to say, y'all ruined She-Hulk. You guys really did, because she 100% should have been in this film. This film, Deadpool and Wolverine, was actually built for her. She would have been thriving in this movie. She would have fit in so perfectly. The whole movie could have been rewritten with her in it as a tangible character kicking ass. She should have been there, but it was just what they did over there in Disney Plus with that character and the way you guys painted her and made her just, y'all made her like really sad and boring. It's upsetting because as a fan of She-Hulk, I know truly who that character is, what's been given to us, especially like, you know, the earlier She-Hulk, what's been given to us, and how it should have been done. So it's a missed opportunity because of agenda. I hate the word woke, but wokeism, modern retconning characters to fit a story that they don't really fit in their story anymore. It's just like rewriting characters, changing their narrative, changing their mindsets. Why? This could have been so awesome. This really could have been such a cool thing. But yeah, having a scene where She-Hulk chastises both Wade Wilson and Logan, no, She-Hulk would have been in it too. Like I said, She-Hulk is a vixen. She liked to flirt. You guys go back and watch, if you guys can, go on TikTok and just like type in cartoon version She-Hulk. She was flirting with Doctor Strange. She was flirting with the Thing.
That nasty mama's noggin is ramp tough.
Yo!
Say now, tall, orange, and crusty.
What's this? Gamma Mutant Day at the Zoo?
Let me guess, big boy, you're the Thing.
Yeah, well, I'm Ben, Mr. Grimm. Hey, listen, I already got a girlfriend. Kind of
Either
once.
way, you look hunky enough to share.
Humana. Hey, should we try to find the Hulk, the guy, the Doc Banner, or whoever he's dressed at the moment?
Tell you a secret.
Mm-hmm.
He'll head to Four Freedoms Plaza. You know what that means? You're taking me back to your place.
Alicia, I know you gave me the heave home. My heart's still yours. I promise.
All right.
She was flirting with Tony, with Iron Man. She was flirting with anybody, any man who came across her. She was talking to them, and she always had them wrapped around her finger, unless she was making them uncomfortable, like Doctor Strange. But yeah, she was a flirt, bro. She would have been in here flirting. I could just seen her flirting with Wade, and flirting with Logan, and just doing a whole bunch of just, bullshit. Yeah, I don't cuss here, but doing a whole bunch of just stuff. But her having her incredible strength, she would be kicking ass too. But yeah, chastising, no, that's not her. Reynolds, resistance to Disney's attempts to hijack the movie. Like, see right there, executives. I feel like some of these executives don't understand Marvel. I'm not gonna say I think. I know they don't. They don't know. Like, y'all just need to stick to the cartoons. Go back to the cartoons and just put that into the live action. That's it. The cartoons are amazing. Just throw that right back in there. To interject political agendas into the film, along with the determination to honor the Fox characters at all cost, has been credited with the movie's massive success. However, this creative approach placed him at odds, Ryan Reynolds, with the Disney top brass, including CEO Bob Iger, interesting, and Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige. It appears he won the battle. So that begs the question, is the reason why Marvel has been on such a downturn, is it because Bob Iger's pushing for this DEI and narrative-based and changing of characters, and also because Bob Iger is president and he's over Kevin Feige. Not president, he's CEO and he's over Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige is also being told to create the movies that they do have in this manner, which is failing massively. But I'm glad that Ryan Reynolds did get his way and he pushed for something, and it turned out to be a massive success. So hopefully they're just going to listen to him more. Tatiana, feeling sidelined by these decisions, is now demanding that her scenes be included in the special edition of the film. Reynolds has resisted this. She's also threatening legal action, claiming she was not fully compensated for her work on the project. Money, money, money. That's what I like to talk about. Money. Is it her fault that she wasn't put into it? No. If they did screenings, like test screenings, and the fans who were in the test screenings said they didn't like the She-Hulk, you gotta give the people what they want. You just have to give the people what they want. Is it bad for her because she did all that work and that training? Because you gotta think about celebrities too. If you're having a celebrity come in for a role, they're doing a lot of preparation. And especially for She-Hulk, I'm pretty sure she had to get in shape for it. She had to work out. She had to learn fight sequences. She had to learn her lines. She had to get dressed in clothing. She had to be on set early in the morning. The work hours are long for movies. Like, I've even heard, actors only getting 2-3 hours of sleep because the filming is so intense. You're working, I've heard crazy stuff like working 18-hour days and you're on set. So, I don't know. She could have been on set for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. She sending a script, all the money that actors spend behind the scenes for her just to be there, makeup, hair, skin, nutrition, she's driving. You gotta pay for that. Somebody gotta pay for that. That's a lot of money. Having a lawyer go over the contract. She got cut from that. Then this also harms her career in the long run too. Because this is something that a lot of people don't talk about. But actors are only as good as their latest film or their latest project. In between that, they are unemployed, willing participants waiting to get contracted for something. So this could have been something for her to get her through 2024, because what She-Hulk was last year, so she's probably had maybe 1 or 2 projects, but maybe nothing in for this year. So that was her something to hold her over. And just to have something in pipeline is better than nothing. So to know that you did all this work, then it comes out that you were cut from a film, so it looks bad on you. It does. It paints you in a bad light. So for her, she's like, y'all need to pay me properly. And look at the damage this has done to my reputation, my name. It's kind of like what happened with Scarlett Johansson, her movie coming out, Scarlet Witch coming out during the pandemic, and them booting the movie directly to streaming instead of giving the movie its proper heyday in the theaters, which it couldn't. But you know what I mean. So she lost on possible revenue because it was split from their streaming and to the theaters. These things affect these actors. So yeah, that's also a problem. I'll be interested to see if she sues, but in terms of Ryan Reynolds, I 100% get it. This is your film. You were paying attention to the audience. You listened and you gave them exactly what they wanted. And you gave them a straight, just clean action flick. And it's paying off because this is $1 billion movie. And it's funny as heck. But yeah, tell me what you guys think down below in the description box. I love finding videos like this. I really do. But yeah, it's just, it's upsetting because, like I said, I would have loved to have seen She-Hulk in this if she was written the way she should have been written originally. If they didn't change her character. And the She-Hulk TV series, I know it's something at law. if they just made this strictly about her origin story and her becoming She-Hulk, kind of like how they did with Daredevil in Netflix, if they gave that dark undertone story like they did over there, and they gave that to her, they would have been swimming in it. People would have been begging for the next She-Hulk. They probably would have been on to the She-Hulk like continuation story right now if they just did it like that, but they didn't. But yeah, it sucks. It really does. But yeah, tell me your thoughts down below. What do you think about all of this? And did you see the movie? What you think about the movie? Like I said, I'm genuinely happy about Elektra. When I saw that, I was like, I was like, finally. Y'all really do forget about the heroes of the past. Y'all really do. Y'all look at not Johnny Depp, I'm tripping. But y'all really do look at Tony. You guys look at Iron Man and go, this is what started MCU, and this is the reason why we're here, and y'all forget. Y'all really do. Y'all forget Blade. That man. Y'all really do. Y'all really put some respect on Wesley Snipes' name. Y'all really gotta put some respect on that man's name. He carried the MCU. He started it with Blade. What? Even with the early Fantastic Four that came out, 2004, 3, 2, somewhere around that time. But Fantastic Four. But you guys definitely sleep on Elektra with Jennifer Garner. Go watch Elektra. If you have not seen that movie, go watch it. They carried the MCU. And also with Daredevil, the early Daredevil, that was what it was. They were the MCU. And Hellboy. Let us at least not forget Hellboy. Sure, we have Iron Man, sure. But the original OGs, put some respect on their names.